Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Raiders content, so be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Unfortunate video being made today. Derek Carr has officially been benched. The Raiders have decided to go with Jarrett Stidham for the remaining 2 games on the season. Now, you could argue, like, alright, they technically still have a chance to make the playoffs, although it's probably something like 1%, maybe even less than 1%. You could be saying, oh, they just want to keep him healthy, head into this upcoming season, see some of the younger guys, and just try and get a better draft pick. Well, the issue is Derek Carr's owed over $100 million guaranteed after this upcoming offseason, so it really does, all signs are pointing that Derek Carr will not be with the Raiders after this upcoming offseason. So it sucks, man. It really does. You know, Derek Carr, Raider for life, 100%. I know he's never won a playoff game. I know that, you know, he's leading the league in interceptions, but still, we're all human here. Derek Carr was a phenomenal Raider. He'll be a Raider for life. You know, not physically wise, but just, you know, he'll always be a Raider for life. Really, that's just how it goes. His loyalty to this franchise, I hope it never gets forgotten. He truly is a phenomenal, he seems like a phenomenal person, never met him, but, you know, he just kind of is the perfect embodiment of Raider football. So it does suck. It really does. You know, Josh McDaniels getting a lot of flack right now. I personally don't know how much Josh McDaniels is to blame. Like, there are a lot of factors that are going into this, man. It's quite confusing, and to be quite frank with you guys, until this season, this was my first year covering the Las Vegas Raiders. I started making videos around March. I had no idea that the NFL could even possibly be rigged, and you know, sometimes with these Raiders games, with these Raiders finishes, just listening, just watching Mark Davis, I mean, it doesn't make me feel good. I don't have any trust in the Las Vegas Raiders right now. I think you can kind of pick up on that on the second you look at Mark Davis. I mean, there's a reason he is memed around the entire country in football. Like, that's one ugly dude, and, you know, physiognomy does not lie. It really doesn't. Mark Davis, he's got some skeletons in those closets. I guess we all do, but I don't trust that dude for a second. For a second, just look at him. Just literally look at Mark Davis and tell me you trust that man. It does not exist. No person has ever said after meeting Mark Davis, yeah, he looks trustworthy. Pfft, come on. So my issue with this whole situation is the Raiders better have a plan, because I can take away biases. Personally, I feel like, you know, yeah, do I want Derek Carr to be a Raider for life? Yeah. Do I get why they might want to move on from him? Yeah. This was a big season. We all knew this was a big season, especially the way his contract is panned out, with all this guaranteed money coming in the next 3 seasons, not this season. It's, you know, seemed like some collateral. The issue when you bring in new GMs or new head coaches or what have you is they start to, you know, they want their guys. Right, all these guys were just, they inherited Derek Carr. They inherited this Raiders roster. Not all of them, you know, like the Devontae Adams trade or what have you. But, you know, I've seen a lot of conspiracies going around because it's no surprise by now. Dana White's actually somebody I know he's not a football dude, but if Dana White says Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski were minutes away from coming to the Las Vegas Raiders, I honestly believe that. And he's doubled down on that recently. That Tom Brady was set up to be a Raider, but John Gruden put the plug on it. It really sucks, though, man. You know, Tom Brady's old. I just don't. Basically, my point is this: I want the Raiders to have a plan. If they plan on moving away from Derek Carr, you better have an ulterior. You better have a plan. It's really just the framework to it. You better have a plan. Whether that's in the draft, which I see pretty unlikely, whether that's acquiring Tom Brady and drafting a quarterback to kind of sit under him, win a Super Bowl, he leaves, he retires, he does whatever, and you get your ring, and now you have your franchise quarterback. I don't know. I really don't know. That's the whole thing with this Raiders team, is the season has not gone as planned, and it makes you think, with all the stuff going on with Tom Brady consistently meeting Mark Davis at, you know, like an Aces game or wherever in Vegas they meet, and it just, It's all so grimy. It is so grimy. Yeah, I'd like to have a guy like Lamar Jackson. I'd like to have a guy like Tom Brady. It's whatever. I'm not the GM. I should not be the GM, obviously, but it's a tough spot, man. I feel for all Raiders fans right now because it's just so unideal. You know, to me, the big thing with football is you got to have a franchise quarterback. You got to. Like, I get the Tom Brady rivalry. I get, you know, true diehard Raider fans don't want Tom Brady coming over. But if he gets you a Super Bowl, he gets you a Super Bowl. Rams fans right now aren't thinking like, damn, we suck right now, but at least, you know, why do we have to win that Super Bowl last year? Like, damn it. Like, no, they're like, yeah, we suck right now, but hey, man, we won a Super Bowl. I want to win for a long period of time. I get winning back-to-back rings is difficult. Winning a ring in general is difficult, but I want a franchise QB. And that's my big issue is, like I said earlier on in the video, I can understand why maybe you would want to move on from Derek Carr, whether it's just a combination of financially, he doesn't fit your vision. You know, we all have opinion on that, but everyone's got a different vision. You know, he didn't help himself with the play. You know, I can't lie. No coach calls a perfect game. It's not all on Josh McDaniels, and that's the tough reality. But to Derek Carr's side, I don't think Josh McDaniels was doing any of these guys any favors. I don't think he's fit to be a head coach on a professional football team. He does not seem like he has any leadership traits. I don't know if he has any. This guy does not do it for me. So yeah, I want Sean Payton and I want a franchise quarterback, but I guess we all want things. So if they're actually going to move on from Derek Carr, they better have a plan, and it better not be to just milk money from TB12 for a year and then suck for the next 10 years as you try to find a franchise guy because it's so difficult. I don't know, man. Just a little rant here. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, regardless if you agree or disagree. I love reading your guys' comments so much. So let me know down below what you're thinking about this, but I have this weird feeling that it's all going to just kind of blow up in McDaniels and Davis's face. And to be honest with you, yeah, it might mean another year of misery, but unless Josh McDaniels shows me something over these next 2 games or he redeems himself next year, I really think Mark Davis is not the solution at all. I don't think I guess here's a good way to frame it. I don't think Derek Carr is the problem or solution. I don't think Josh McDaniels is the problem or solution. It just isn't working. And it doesn't seem, or sorry, I should say it's not working for majority of the season. It didn't work for majority of the season. It didn't work this past year. Yeah, the Raiders had some fun in the last, 6 weeks. Got some nice victories. But for the most part, it didn't go as planned. And shit happens, man. It's a business. So, I don't know. Still kind of trying to process all this. It's all weird. None of it makes any sense. It's going to be an interesting last 2 weeks. I wouldn't mind a victory over the Niners. I wouldn't mind. I like winning. I won't lie. But I'd also take a better draft pick. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. But guys, let me know down below.